Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies. Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. And that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Walker Kessler. Jackson is out there with George, and it's Bailey into the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson. Then there's Edey. Then there's John Morant. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Three-pointer. Here's Edey. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick-and-roll set.
Here's Sensabaugh, the 10-footer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
And Utah. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
George against Morant. Wide open look. And it's Memphis with another.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Here's Bailey in the game against Boston. Very impressive. Pass to Kessler. Now here's Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Edey with the rebound. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Aldama. Misses the baby hook.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
George. Yep, that one goes in there.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Morant with it. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Charity stripe shot. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Jackson from the arc. The shot off that time. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second-chance points on the season. In third, the Jazz.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. The coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it falls over the rim and in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Sensabaugh. He had 10 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Fast break here.
Yeah, I see you.
And that one is hammered home.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now, here is George. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Quickly take a look at the standings on West. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Grizzlies. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, the Utah Jazz, just a couple spots back. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. To the middle. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pass to Edey. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Jackson. And good that time. George has got his second best.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point game. Outside Jackson. Back to Aldama. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Here's Bailey. Still yet to score. And Kessler throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Edey. Here's Aldama. Guarded by Jackson. And it's Morant missing. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George passes to Bailey. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Jerome, he's checked in for Jackson. With the shot. And another miss by Memphis.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Outside Jackson. Now Kessler. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Boston.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. And it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Aldama, guarded by Jackson. Aldama with the ball. 9 points last game. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Kessler. George looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Morant. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Here's Jerome. Nothing on the board. Morant left side. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Right side George. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Jerome. Rebounded by Jackson. Jazz leading by 3. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Shoots a fader. Almost, but it rolls out. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Crumps in the layup for 2. Morant's got 6 points.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Jazz.
Utah comes into this one after the win against Boston.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Jerome. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
He's coming to work, ready to ball, hitting 3 of his first 4 shots. Okay.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Inside. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Now here's Morant. He had 35 points last game out. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Down low. Here's George. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
here's Jerome. 9-point game his last outing. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Bailey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Jerome. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Spencer. 6 to shoot. Here's Jerome. The rebound by Collier.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
To the inside. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic not holding back at all on that finish.
.158 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jerome. Pass to Aldama. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside Jackson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Memphis making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. Keontae George, he's checked in for the Jazz.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
A closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
He's off on the first, and Utah making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Jerome. Hasn't made one yet. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. The rebound by the Jazz.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
Harkinen can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Jerome. And he hits the jumper for 2.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Collier. For the 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 7. And so it's the Utah Jazz bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute.
The green one.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on
down low?
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got G.G. Jackson. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Collier. And here's George for three. It's Clark with the rebound. Hendricks passes to Jerome. Pass to Hendricks. 5 to shoot. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's Collier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Here's Filipowski. 4-point game. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Picks it out to Markkanen. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Saturday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. RJ, no matter what the situation, Nurkic is a monster on the glass, isn't he?
He had 31 rebounds in 2024. You never see that anymore.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Jerome. And here is Clark. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Jazz leading by 5. Down low, Filipowski. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Grizzlies shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Jerome passes to Jackson. Clark a screen on Markkanen. Jackson from long range. And another miss by Memphis. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Jerome. Crosses over. And he lays it up and in. Jerome's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now George. He's got 8. Here's Filipowski. Here's Collier. 6 on the shot clock. George, that's a two-pointer. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Memphis. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. You look at Kessler, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Here's Jerome. 5 points in the game. For 3, Caldwell Pope drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Jerome. Here's Hendricks. He's guarded by Markkanen. Clark with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Jazz have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Collier. No good with the triple. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And it's tied up with that one. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Collier. Drives to the hoop. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the
Here's Jerome. Pass to Edey. Over Kessler. Memphis moving that ball around. And that one is good from Jerome.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And here is Markkanen. Now here is George. Guarded by Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see. Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And Memphis making a change here. Spencer's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. There's the steal. Here's Bailey, guarded by Morant. Wasted no time on that one. Bailey's got 7. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. To the paint, looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Jazz have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. He's got 8.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
George finds Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Kessler the screen. Inside. Cuts off the pass. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Utah trailing here. George with the ball. He's got 12. Kessler screen on Morant to the middle. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Utah, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Aldama. Another miss by Utah. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Sensabaugh. 8 points for him. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. Driving inside. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Aldama inside. Jackson on him. Morant left side. Pass to Edey. On the clock. Fires top of the key. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Morant. Shoots over Collier. And that one's good. Morant's got 14 points.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Collier. Now Kessler. 8 points for him. Jackson a screen on Morant. And it's Collier missing.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Yep, that one goes.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Memphis shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
At the line for Memphis, number 23, shooting 1.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Jazz trail by 5. Down low. And Utah turns it over again. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Memphis leading by 5. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Bailey, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Jackson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Sensabaugh. Pocket 6. Shot to stop the run. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Morant passes to Jackson. 1:14 left in the second quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Collier. Both free throws good from Morant.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Pass to Bailey for 3. It down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Edey after the basket by Utah. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Utah has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Markkanen. Over Edey, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Jazz lead. Oh, yes, he can! Yes, he can!
That's why he's that dude.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1-100 type shot. But, hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. So on the floor for Utah, Jackson is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Memphis trailing here. Pass to Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Aldama. And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Bailey. The layup off target.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Morant against George. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Bailey. He hits it from 9. Bailey's got 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Takes it inside. The rebound by the Jazz. Sensabaugh's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Jackson. They could use a bucket. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And check out the numbers for Jackson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances that do his thing and affect the game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Sweet move. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Morant's got 21 in the game. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Kessler. Outside Jackson. From downtown, Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant passes to Aldama. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Bailey. Misses the baby hook.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Back to Jackson. To the inside. And Morant throws it down.
It's just so much fun to watch Ja fly. The way this man can take off is so impressive.
And the Jazz with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Sensabaugh. 16 points for him. Kessler the screen. 6 to shoot. And Kessler throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Morant, trailing by 2. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Morant's got 27. And Utah has possession. Now, here is George. He's got 12. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Kessler. Fast break Memphis. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Bailey, guarded by Jackson. Here's Sensabaugh. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. On the wing, Jackson. It's good from long range.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler the screen. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got the game tied up here for the Jazz. Morant passes to Jackson. George against Morant. To the paint. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Edey. And at last, they get one to fall. Edey's got 10 points. Jazz have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Down low, Edey. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler the screen to the inside. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Aldama with the ball. Jackson has the open look. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Here's Bailey. 11 points in the game. Jackson down low. Defended by Aldama.
And he's no stranger to confidence.
Memphis has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Morant. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Pass to Bailey. Jazz passing it around. Morant with the steal. Floats it up there for Morant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
So it's the Jazz now. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have been the best in the rebounding department since the All-Star break. The Jazz second.
I mean, they just out-muscled their opponents under the glass. I mean, impressive rebounding numbers, and they've really only gotten better.
Here's Collier. He has 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. Buries the long-range jumper. Sensabaugh's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Jazz. Now Eldama. Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Clark. Over Kessler. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 9.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
Here's Collier. Outside Jackson. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Jerome. 8 points for him. Pass to Eldama. Clark outside. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Sensabaugh. Jackson passes to Kessler. Picked by Markkanen. 4 on the shot clock. Collier. That's good. And it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Now Eldama. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And, yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. And he makes the first. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Utah leading. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Here's Collier. 8 points for him. And he banks in the layup. Collier's got 10 points in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Bounce pass from Clark. Clark a screen on Jackson. There's the drive. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Clark.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Utah making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Jerome. He's got 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Inside, here's Clark. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And here is Markkanen. Beyond the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Jazz out in front, up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Brandon Clark, and it's Jerome in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Spencer. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Collier. And here's George. Outside, Markkanen. Now, here's Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. Here's Collier. No good on the three. The Grizzlies shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Hendricks. Here's Clark. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Clark's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Memphis. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now, here is George. Tight defense on him. And it's Collier missing.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And it's Clark slamming it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Nurkic. To the middle. And Markkanen throws it down.
They put it up and Markkanen just powers it through.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Spencer. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. Spencer's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Collier. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is where Nurkic looks to score, which forces the defense to behave like this.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
First one falls for him.
He's a big man that loves to get physical for his team. Yusuf Nurkic knows his job is to go battle in that paint.
And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Pass to Jerome. And the layup is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here is Markkanen. It's the three-point bomb.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
Here's Jerome. Hendricks passes to Clark. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Collier. Now Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here to take the lead. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Already a solid shooter. When you play off Markkanen, you risk getting burned.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Hendricks. Now Clark. He's guarded by Nurkic. Here's Jerome. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by George.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George with the steal. Grizzlies with the rebound. Hendricks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Jerome. Caldwell Pope outside. They set the pick. Here's Spencer. Clark with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. Caldwell Pope feeling out of it. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Picked by Markkanen. Here's Collier. Good on the 3-point shot.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of...
Jerome passes to Hendricks. And they get it. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Collier. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jerome passes to Hendricks. Pass to Clark. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the 4th.
And here are the Jazz now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. George, no good on the free throw. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Aldama.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to Bailey. To the paint, stolen away. All by himself. Morant with a wide open look. And he gets it to go from the corner. 33 points for John Morant. Here's Sensabaugh. They set the pick. Jackson from long range. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama with the ball. Pass to Morant. Over Jackson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Jazz have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Outside, George. Jackson setting the pick here for George. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. That ball was nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Now here's Morant. The three. And the three ball is good. Morant's got 17 points here in the second half.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They lead by 1. To the inside. Here's Sensabaugh. Outside for Jackson. Now Kessler. 6 to shoot. Here's Bailey. Hands it from downtown.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The Grizzlies have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Aldama. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's George. Jackson looking around. Kessler the screen. Inside. Here's Bailey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At the line for the Jazz, Bailey taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Morant doing a good job using the pump fake to his advantage.
That's good from Morant.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Both free throws good from Morant. So it's Utah now. It's a one-point game. George against Morant. Pass to Sensible. Puts up a three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Yeah, he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. George against Morant. Aldama with the ball. Jackson dishes to Morant. Buries it down low. Morant's got 40 points.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Pass to Sensible. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Now here's Morant. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Utah's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Cocofri screen on Jackson. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Tight game. He is exactly who he wanted at the line.
Here's Morant. And he finishes nicely on the way. Morant's got 44.
Oh, one thing about Joe, he's determined.
There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Bailey, guarded by Jackson. Bailey misses. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Morant with it. George picks him up. And then Morant slams it in.
Massive points from Morant, willing to take the big shot.
And for the Jazz, the shooting in the 4th has been tremendous, 59%. Cocofri screen on Jackson. He takes it in, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. Steps back to take the lead. And it's Morant missing. And Utah has possession. In the corner, George with it. A 3-ball. Aldama with the rebound.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
No, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. The necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1. We'll see if they try.
.35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bailey passes to Kessler. And George now top of the key. Here's Sensabaugh. To the paint. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Morant against George. Now Morant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll. And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a three-point game.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and give themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Here's George. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Job. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Ja Morant.